All right, what's up, guys? I'm going to show you exactly how I'm making over $450,000 with the store that pretty much I use AI for 80% of the work. AI literally found the product, AI literally made my ads, AI helped me create my offer structure, my positioning in the market, and most importantly, AI helped me find and identify the arbitrage opportunity in the market, which I'm going to show you exactly how you can do this yourself in order to even come up with what I have with the store right now. So without any further ado, let's dive right into it. My name is Mo, by the way, if it's your first time watching my videos. And I've been doing this for quite a while. But in order to make money with e-commerce and branded dropshipping, the number one thing you need is a winning product. Now, what I notice with a lot of you guys is you struggle finding a winning product because you're so brainwashed to think that you have to go on Kalo data, or you have to have a sourcing agent, or you have to have some AI, I don't know, store builder that'll give you all this shit. When in reality, you don't. You just need two brain cells and a proper game plan in order to identify what the market already wants. Okay. The way I do that, and the simplest way to do that, is by doing something called, or find and arbitrage. Mo, what the fuck does this mean, right? So, product is all about finding an arbitrage. An arbitrage is pretty much about, right, seeing something that's selling but has more demand that aren't being sold to. Okay? That's my definition of an arbitrage. You can love it, you can hate it, but essentially, let me break this down for you guys in simple scribbles here. So let's say you're selling a fat loss supplement, okay? And let's say you are the number one fat loss supplement, right? Fat loss number one in the market. And let's say you are built on Amazon and you are making $500,000 every single month with a pretty generic product. What you'll notice is almost, I don't know, don't quote me on this number, 70% of Amazon products suck at marketing, right? They were just early and pretty much take advantage of the Amazon algorithm, right, in order to generate organic demand or maximize organic demand on the marketplace, right? This is Amazon OD, right, organic demand. Again, don't mind my scribbling here. But what you'll also notice is this same brand right here, right, is not on Meta, right? Meta, TikTok, or Google. And not every single brand, but there is, like I said, we'll call it 80% of these brands are not on Meta, they're not on TikTok, and they're not on Google. So your job to find a winning product is to simply go ahead and find this brand in your niche and in the product idea that you have that's already number one or number five or number 10 on Amazon, that's absolutely ripping it, generating $100,000, $300,000, $500,000 a month. And then you go on Meta and you see if they're running ads or not, or you see if their offer is good or bad, or you go on TikTok and see if they're running anything there. And if not, that is the channel that you will go ahead and dominate and start up with. Because if you can go ahead and capture the demand, right, that this product and this problem is solving before it makes it to Amazon, then you, my friend, will win. And that's exactly what I do. Now, the good news for you is I've already created a bunch of prompts right here, which we're going to use to pretty much do every single step of this process, from finding a product to actually making money with it. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do that throughout this video. Step number one is we're going to go ahead and send this prompt into the ChatGPT. I'm going to break it down to you guys. The main 6 elements that make this prompt really important or really good is these right here. So in short, I pretty much created a prompt that allows AI to understand my set of green flags that I look for when it comes to finding winning products. Number one is it has to solve a real everyday problem, whether it's stress, acne, bloating, sleep, skin aging, low energy, etc. Something that is tied to human emotions and human insecurities. Number two is it has to be sourced easily. Okay, I don't want to fucking go to Madagascar in order to be able to find this product. I want to be able to go on AliExpress, Alibaba, Fair, or any type of platform like Supplefull and be able to source this product so I can get started right away. Number three is very important. I have to be able to mark it up 5 to 10x because I want to make profit, not just revenue. And that's what this is all about. Number 4, it has to be demand or in demand and trending right now. It has to be ideal for branded dropshipping where I can simply plug and play into this product, make it better, make it look cooler, etc. And then it has to have an arbitrage opportunity where, if you read the prompt, the top sellers are good at one channel like Amazon, but they're average or bad at other marketing channels. Because if we can do that, our whole goal is to go to the customer instead of the customer coming to us. And we want to go ahead and maximize that opportunity. So as I put this in, and I'm pretty sure I put the deep research in, as you guys can see, copy paste, it's going to give us a bunch of ideas. So NAD infused, cold plunge, stress relief, foot soak. That sounds fucking unique. AI personalized skincare mask cars. Wow. So it's going to give you a bunch of really cool ideas that you can go ahead and pretty much try right away. And for whatever reason, let's say, I don't know, you don't like any of these, you can simply go ahead and say, give me 10 more. And let's say you want them to be in fat loss. You could just say for fat loss specifically, right? Boom. You enter that in, and it'll give you 10 more. And I'm not telling you to go ahead and pick one out of the top 10 right away, right? I'm just telling you to do enough due diligence where you can see and pick something that is actually, it has the best chances, in your opinion, that can actually make you win and make money. So if we take a look here, again, same thing. It's like this is an app, portable cold thermal fat zap rollers. I don't even know what that is, but it's giving a lot of really unique and cool ideas that seem like they're trending on the market right now. And just to prove a point, I use the same prompt in multiple different chats, like this one, for example, right? Here's another example, and you can see I've done this like 4 or 5 times just today, just to kind of see what it looks like. And guess what? It gives me new results every single time, right? So it's not just like the NAD booster matches, but everything else is pretty much always new results, which is pretty interesting. And I bet you if you use Gemini or Claude, you'll also get newer results, right? Because everybody has different data points. But anyways, I decided, let's say I want to go with this right here. Fat burning botanical massage oil, right? So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to come to Amazon.com and you're going to search up, boom, fat burning botanical massage oil. And instantly you're going to notice the bestseller is selling 4,000 units a month, which is absolutely amazing. Then you have this one, anti-cellulite massage oil, right? Another 1,000 units right here. And these guys are running ads right here. So they're clearly making money. They have 72,000 reviews, right? Here we go again, another 1,000 units. Guess what? Same exact brands. So right away, we're already seeing a lot or a fuck ton of organic demand. Now, what you won't see is these guys running Facebook ads at scale. So we're going to go to ad library. And we're going to search up Majestic Pure. Okay, Majestic Pure. Boom. We're going to come here. We're going to do this. And we instantly just want to find and see. Because AI is not going to do this for you, right? This is the stuff that you have to learn as an entrepreneur, essentially, or soon to be entrepreneur, in order to actually spot things in the market. And as you guys can see, Majestic Pure right here. Okay, we found the page. They only have 23 ads live, okay? So, meaning they pretty much suck at marketing, just like I said, right? And if you take a look, a lot of these ads are going to their Instagram, which is interesting. And if they do have the order now one, let's take a look. Pretty fucking shitty product page, right? I could do this in my sleep with 2 hours of work, maybe less. So this is the point I'm trying to draw. So there is clear product demand and opportunity. AI obviously found the trend that is growing, right? It found cost per bottle. It found pretty much a private label supplier, and it found the marketing tools and pretty much the arbitrage angle. Amazon saturated with vague formulas. Socials can deliver active ingredient context. This is exactly what we want, right? This is a pure, like easy peasy type of play that I would want to go ahead and run right away. So my next step is my marketing strategy. Okay, so now that we have identified our product, okay, so product is done. Product, now we want to go ahead and do marketing. Now, before we do that, guess what? We're going to come back to my prompt sheet right here, and we're going to go to my brand launch system. My brand launch system is pretty much 5 things. So number one, we brief our AI about our competitors. Then we're going to do deep research. We're going to create our avatar and our ideal customer demographic that we want to target. We're going to build a narrative around our marketing brand, our marketing material, and we're going to deploy and make money. And I have step-by-step instructions on every single one of these steps, so you can go ahead and copy the prompt. But essentially, step one, we want to go ahead and understand the market as a whole. We want to go ahead and screenshot a competitor. We're going to feed that competitor into AI so it can break down the marketing strategy, the content, the copy, the offer that they currently have. Then we're going to give it this 5 prompt or 3 prompt deep research template that I created that pretty much does everything from understand the core market. Then it's going to tell you the customer voice extraction, where it's going to go ahead and use reviews, forums, comments, Reddit, Amazon, and even TikTok to give you everything you need to know about your customers, right? So what are their false beliefs? What are their before and afters? What are the emotional triggers that you need to use in order to actually convert them into customers? Then it's going to give you a competitor offer analysis, right? It's going to find 3 to 5 other competitors selling this product, maybe with ads, maybe without. And it's going to give you exactly why they're working, whether it's their offer, whether it's testimonials, whether it's the funnel structure, right? A VSL, a landing page, a pre-sale page, etc. It's going to give you the unique mechanisms that they have so you can go ahead and understand how to build yours. And AI will also do this for you. And then so much more, right? So opportunities and angles that you're going to go ahead and be able to use. And then part 5 is the summary sheet. So I've already gone ahead and done step 1 right here. And I gave it a competitor. And then I gave it the prompt that I just literally copied from right here. Step 1 is the brief. And once I do that, it's going to give me everything I need to know. So psychology, the structure and framework of this competitor and why they're working, the offer framing, the CTA, the social proof, and pretty much how I can make this stronger. Now, the next thing I did was I copied my prompt, right? So we're going to come back here. We copied this whole prompt, the core market research, and we added this into ChatGPT and told it to give us all 5 of these pretty much key burning informations. And we have a deep research document. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to copy this literally 20-page document that it just gave me. And I'm going to go ahead and create a new document that is now pretty much my brand dictionary, okay? Because all the information you will need, whether it's for you, for your editors, for your strategists, for your hires, anybody you hire in the future, is all going to be on this tab. And this tab is going to continue evolving the more you learn and the more data you gather, okay? So as you guys can see, if we break this down briefly, it's 45 pages of research about fat-burning massage oils, okay? And you're gonna be able to use this document for literally everything, okay? Deep research did all the growth or all the research we need in order to understand this. So several trends are driving this market. It's telling you that. It's body positivity, it's obesity and aging, it's non-invasive innovation, right? It's new, it's a unique angle. Here's the ideal customer you're gonna be targeting. It's woman age 25 to 55, right? Then it's going to give you the psychographics. So the customers are typically image conscious, right? Meaning you're going to have to lean into a lot of before and afters and really show them a lot of visuals. Then it's giving you buyer beliefs, right? So cellulite is stubborn and maybe impossible to get rid of. I deserve to feel confident and attractive in my own skin. I want results without risky procedures, right? So these are all marketing angles you're going to use that are pretty much guaranteed to print you money. And this is exactly how I'm using AI every single day to not only come up with new angles, but continuously scale the angles that we have that are making us $10, $15, and even $20,000 almost every single day. So once you have this done, your next step is we're going to come back to our document. So we have already researched. Now we want to go ahead and create the avatar deep dive. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to say, hey, go ahead and create me a avatar. So the next thing is we're going to drop this right here. We're going to say, hey, this is now the avatar deep dive. So now that you have the deep research, I want you to go ahead and give me the ideal person and the ideal customer I should be targeting in order to be successful selling this product. And it's going to ask you some questions. I'm going to say yes, 2, I'm going to say both, and 3, I'm going to say yes, I want you to model after the most common buyer, okay, because I want to sell to the most people as I can. And sometimes you can keep the deep research on, sometimes you don't. It's really up to your preference, but for this one, I kind of forgot and I just left it on. So it is what it is. And we'll kind of see now how this goes. Now, if we go back to our brand dictionary document here and take a look at pretty much all the information that we got from this deep research, which is 44 pages, but you see there's a lot of really cool things. So right away, it kind of gives you some ideas that you can go ahead and create a unique mechanism around, right? So for example, having 4 specific ingredients, what those ingredients are and how to position them, or giving you a full competitor breakdown on why Pure Body Naturals and their massage oil is doing well on Amazon, right? And it's selling for $9.99, and what the guarantee is, and what their main offer and elements to their offers are, right? And so much more. So it's really important for you to understand this document and really read through the whole thing, because it's not just about AI doing all the work, but it's really understanding and growing your education, I guess, or your knowledge about the product that you are selling, so you can now start creative directing AI and telling AI what to look for and how to look for things. The worst thing you can do nowadays is just fully rely on AI to do shit for you, and your brain just gets worse and worse. I think I was actually just reading a study from Harvard that just got released showing how they did a survey with people using AI. 50% of the people used AI every single day, 50% have never used AI before. And it showed them that the dopamine that their brain was firing off when they were using AI and after, and the side effects of that was pretty much that the people who use AI every single day are literally getting brain fried. Like their brains are retarded. And the reason I'm saying that is the last thing I want you guys to do here is fully lean into AI and only follow AI directions and become a slave to AI instead of you telling AI what to do. So it's very important to learn all this shit that AI is giving you so you can go ahead and be the dictator of the result, not the annotator, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just made it up. So again, we're still waiting on this next step here. Give it a few minutes and then we go from there. All right, so 10 minutes after, took my hoodie off here, but we finally got our ideal customer avatar. So essentially, who is this product for and how are we going to be communicating with that customer? Okay, this is very important. And notice how at no point did I create a brand name, a logo, or anything of that sort first. Because the biggest issue I always see in the space is everybody wants to create a design and a brand and a cool looking website before they even know who they're talking to. But doesn't it make way more sense to know who your customer is, what they like, how they talk to, or what other brands they like, how they talk, what they complain about, and then build a brand identity around that? And that's the whole point of this system, right? That's what we want to do. So we're targeting at Sophia, right? She's a female. Her family, her occupation, her personality and values, what she likes, health and wellness oriented, self-identity, authenticity and trust, right? Her goals, right? She wants smooth, firm skin. She wants a better confidence from her skin. She wants to feel like herself again. She wants effective self-care routine, right? These are all the pain points that she's facing and what she's tried before. So she's tried a diet. She's tried brushing and do-it-yourself remedies, and she's tried over-the-counter creams, and she's tried spas, right? So if she's tried all of these things and we have all of this information about our ideal customer now, where now the next step in our brand launch system is to actually go ahead and understand how we want to go about positioning our offer, okay? Do we want to create a pre-sale page? Do we want to create a funnel? Do we want to just have a really cool bundle, right? And AI is also going to give us all this information based off the customer and based off of what we're already seeing in the market with the 44-page document that we just pulled that's full of research from competitors, right? And here, as you can see, right away, it's telling you the best offer format, low risk introductory bundle with bonus training rituals, plus a 60-day guarantee, right? So visible results ritual, obviously the naming here isn't like ideal. You could probably get something more creative, but telling you sell one full-size bottle, add on a brush or a massage tool as an upsell, and then obviously make it with a risk reversal type of guarantee, and you can sell it for all the way up to $39. And remember, on Amazon, they're not doing any of this shit, bro. All they're doing is telling you, hey, buy this massage. It's natural oil with essential oils. It's multi-purpose, and it's good for your full body. But in no way here, they're telling you about all the benefits and how it can make you feel better and how to get rid of your cellulose or whatever it's called, and it's giving you a brush to sell it with it, and all of this extra stuff. So imagine by just doing a little bit more than the bare minimum, the type of results you can get. And again, everything is already laid out here. Plus, it's going to give you the hook, the mechanisms, and the unique angle that you can go ahead and start with right away. And on top of that, the best funnels. Okay, so it's saying meta ad, long form product page with UGC transformations and expert breakdowns, or you could do a lead gen funnel, TikTok ad, opt-in, yada, yada, yada. Right? But obviously, we don't really want to do this. This is the money. So it's telling you, you're not just want to focus on a regular looking product page that's like this. No, it's saying go ahead and sauce up a nice product page that you can pick something like Replo, right? And if we come here, well, this is not Replo, they cooked me, but with the Google ad. But come here, right? We can take a look at a product page that looks something like this. So imagine you can come to a website like Replo and use a template, something like this, right? Where it's a long form product page with the offer already built into it, just like this, right? Get 40% off our Skin Dream Duo, and you upsell and sell the hell out of your new offer, right? And that's what it's gonna require, right? It's not the whole plug and play into an AI store. Like, yes, that stuff works, but you're still not positioning yourself for the opportunity that you can actually create by launching a product. And if you're gonna launch a new branded dropshipping store or a product, then you might as well do it to the highest standards possible so you can actually make the highest amount of money possible, right? The more input, the more output you're gonna get. Here's another one, right? Buy a starter bundle, get free shower boosters, right? This is the type of shit that we wanna do. We go ahead and we rip off this $2 billion company, Dr. Squash, use their product page and create something for our product. So hopefully you guys gotta get the point there, right? And it's telling you exactly the type of content and language you wanna focus on. You're not crazy, you've tried everything, but nothing seems to work. Real woman saw real changes. Boom, pictures, here's the science, here's what you're missing, let's fix it together, right? So again, step 2, already done. Phase 3, brand identity. And this is where this comes in, and we can start getting a little fancy here with the type of content that we want to do. So I now want to go ahead, based on my customer avatar and positioning strategy, help me define a branding aesthetic that would resonate. And boom. And as you do that, now you can go ahead, source the product, obviously, etc. But let's say you've already done that. I'm going to come here. I'm going to insert this bottle. And right away, it's telling me, okay, here's the type of colors you want to use, right? Here's the emotional triggers each of these colors do. Here's the style that you want to go for, right? Here's the typography, packaging and design, all of the above, right? So you can go ahead and give it a product picture just like I did and say, can you go ahead and design a bottle with the identity you gave me that looks something like this? Boom. Or actually, let's just say, yes, give me a prompt for video. Honestly, I wasn't planning on telling you this, but what I'm about to show you guys right now is actually fucking cracked. Like, wait until you see this right now. So, we're gonna copy this prompt. You're gonna come inside VO3 on Flow, and you're gonna paste the prompt. You can keep it on VO2 fast, and then you're gonna do this. VO3 has some of the best packaging mockups you will ever fucking see. Like, bro, this is actually insane. The quality that we're gonna get right now off just the first prompt, I'm not even gonna do anything else, is gonna be so retarded, like you're not even gonna believe it. And boom, just like this, right? I mean, sure, the design could be a little bit better, you can play around with it, add some benefits, but bro, you can't tell me you can't go ahead and make 35 ads with this, right? And now think about it this way. Now that you have this, you can simply go ahead and screenshot this, just like this, come back to ChatGPT and say, I'm going forward with this packaging. Boom. And now it has the exact prompt and the look of what the actual product looks like, right? It's going to save it in its memory. And now you know exactly what you need to do next, right? Landing page, UGC scripts, and then obviously be able to kind of roll out your product from there. So if we come back here, right? We've already did the product. We already have all the material we need in order to start the marketing process, right? Because we've already found or followed the brand launch system. And now we're pretty much going to go ahead and create the ads, right? So step number 3 is really making the actual ads plus launching, right? And we've done all of this based off using real data, common sense, and being able to understand what is currently happening in the market. So next part is we're going to go ahead, now that we have already the brand identity, let's say in the packaging, we're going to come here and we're going to say, hey, go ahead and do this for me, because I'm going to use this to create my next batch of ads. You're going to go simply into, you're a senior level expert direct product response copywriter in the health and supplement space. Here's what you already know. Boom. And then I want you to go ahead and give me these 6 main beliefs that I'm going to use to sell my product, right? So now it's going to say, hey, I've already tried creams. And now based on this, right, it can obviously make you a VSL structure, a landing page flow. Instead, I want to create static ads. Boom. So it's going to go ahead and create me the static ad templates. And then guess what? The screenshot that we got, boom. You're going to put this, and then you're going to say, okay. Turn this image into static, let's say number 1, and you're going to paste the thing, right? So same mirror, different body, 6 weeks later. Visual, left, woman in towel applying oil, looking tired, right? Well, this one doesn't make sense actually. So we're gonna go ahead and grab a product focused picture. So let's see if it gave us one of those. So visual, clothes are being rubbed on legs, visual, woman holding the oil like a sword. We can try something like this. Let's do this one right here. Boom, boom. And we're going to send this. And now let's take a look at how this thing is going to come out. And we're going to say create image, which I forgot to do. And boom. Now let's see. So it kind of tweaked out on me generating that, but it's okay. We're going to come to Google. We're going to copy an image like this. We're going to paste that in, and we're going to tell it, hey, modeling after this, give me the copy that I should use for my product based off all the research we did. And now we're going to say, okay, cool. Now copy this. Now can you recreate and add the copy into my product image? And boom, you're going to drop that in there. And then guess what? The next part you can also do is come back to VO3, and you can, I don't know if you guys done this before, but this is the next level shit right here. So you grab this, and instead of text to video, you do frame to video. You're going to upload a picture. You're going to do this. So obviously this didn't come out to the way I want it to, because I probably gave it a pretty bad prompt. But guess what, guys? That is where these prompts right here come in. So it's going to be a benefits call out. So I want to use this right here. I'm going to go back into this, and I'm going to say, boom, right? Product type of, I'm just going to put my product, image attached, we're gonna do same background, right? Boom, with four different callouts. And then include the benefits. So you paste that here, which are the 4 benefits that you're gonna do. And then, boom. So now it should go ahead and create me a better image. And then while I'm doing that, I was playing around with VO3, again for you boys. I used the same exact product picture right here that I got, that I liked. I put it in and I gave it a simple prompt. A woman using the oil in this bottle, rubbing it on her thighs, and that has cellulite. And no faces need to be shown, just close-ups. And just like that, boom, we have a hand grabbing the oil. And then check that out, rubbing it on her thigh, which is fucking crazy. No ARC ads, no hey Jen, nothing like that. So this is all the content you should be able to do and create with just VO3 in order to kind of take your product to market. And again, at the same time, this is downloaded, so let's see how this one came out. Again, not the best here. AI is being a little bit retarded, but if you play around with this a little bit more, we should be able to get the best result possible. I just got to play around with some of the prompts that we have. So this is normal. I mean, sometimes the pictures are going to come out a little bit more retarded. So it's really just about how you're going to go ahead and prompt it. So we're going to try this one more time. And now this time, I'm going to go ahead and say, hey, look, boom. I'm going to grab this, boom. Following the same exact design from the first picture, can you recreate it for my product in picture 2? Let's see if this works. All right, so still kind of retarded, and that's where I have, so this is pretty much, I'll leave this in the description for free for you guys, but this is a literally 250 different ad templates that you can go ahead and plug and play. So yes, we can go ahead and use ChatGPT to recreate what we want, or if we already have our product, guess what? I can come inside of Canva, I can replace this cup with the actual product that I have, I can replace the copy myself, and I can go ahead and take it to market, right? And I'd much rather do that than waste my time and breathing into AI for 40 minutes on how to create an image I can create in 10, right? But now the good news is we have every single concept and style that we want in order to recreate or at least know what the copy and the content of these ads are. And just like that, we have pretty much gone through the whole brand launch system, right? Created or found a product, we created the marketing strategy and did very deep research in order to allow us to launch our ads. And we went ahead and pretty much ideated the ad that we want to launch and pretty much have something ready to go into market. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I know I should have gone a little bit more deeper here, but honestly, I'm running out of breath. And I think this is good enough to help you guys at least find a product and have a really good, solid idea on how to get started. Next video, I'll go ahead and I'll go more in depth on actually creating ads. We'll do some video ads, static ads probably, and a bunch of other stuff that you guys will find valuable. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know any comments you have in the description. And I'll see you guys on the next video.